What's up, YouTube world? Just did a little fake rearranging of the studio, whatever the case be. Whatever, right? Let's come over here to the HP Z600. I was running Windows 10 for over a year on this thing, and even though I knew Windows 10 really wasn't supposed to be on here because there's no driver updates for Windows 10, there's no bio updates, no nothing for Windows 10 for the HP Z600. You know what I mean? Or the HP Z600 running Windows 10. There's no drivers, no BIOS update, no nothing. So I already knew that, whatever the case be. But the situation was, I wound up switching hard drives about 2 days ago, and it's just been a nightmare trying to get Windows back up and running. This is like the fourth time I probably done reset it within the last couple days or whatever the case be. I just reset it maybe about, and don't worry about the time, that's not the right time. We know it's about 2, 3 in the morning on the East Coast in New Jersey here. Just like my fourth time resetting it or whatever the case be. And, hold on a second, let me put this password in. It's like my fourth time resetting it. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. So, you know, if anybody out there that has a HP Z600 running Windows 10, I'd love to hear if you had any type of issues when you changed specific hardware like a hard drive and had to reinstall Windows, a fresh install of Windows. Installed it freshly using an ISO file on a USB stick straight from the Microsoft download. You know that I do believe the issue might be is the new drive itself, the 1 terabyte Western Digital Black, because the interface, the SATA interface of the Z600 is only SATA 2, and I know for a fact the Western Digital Black is SATA 3 for sure. So, you know, it's just been a real damn headache, man. And then, you know, about maybe an hour or 2 or 3 hours ago, maybe now, I reinstalled it and it was working fine. I did all the updates from Windows. I installed all my drivers back, and I started to put a good majority of my music programs on there, like Reason and Cubase and all that stuff. And I'm loading my VSTs back up again. When I went to go shut it down, and I wound up putting everything back in order, as you see, because it was just crap everywhere, just equipment everywhere. I went to go turn it back on, and it didn't start up properly. So I say, let me go to the BIOS. Maybe it was the booting options. I tried that. I reset the defaults in the BIOS, everything that you could think of. So I had to roll it back again to a previous install point where it worked fine on its own. I'm pretty sure you heard that before. But I just want to let you guys know, if you're using any of the HP Z00 models, 400, 600, 800, don't install Windows 10 on this thing. I never even wanted Windows 10. I was running Windows 7 Pro for a while, and then one day I had turned my computer on because I knew I was going to come right back in the house. I was just running to the store real quick, so I turned it on so it could warm up. By the time I got back from the store and installed Windows 10, so it was not to say it was nothing I could do about it. I knew I could have rolled it back, but I said hell with it. You know what I mean? It's new stuff. Eventually, I'm most likely going to need it anyway. Might as well just keep Windows 10, but it ain't worth it, man. You might as well step it up and get a Z620 or a 640. By the time I'll wind up saving the money for one of those, the fucking 900s will be out, or the 700s or whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean? But who knows on that? But HP, Hewlett Packard, you guys should do one last run on this machine because it's a beast. It works no problem. If you getting a Z off eBay or just about anywhere, majority of them are well taken care of because they were enterprise machines for businesses, and they were mostly kept in a rack most of their life or just used for basic work in general. So, the components on these things are fucking excellent, man. But, HP feels because, there's new technology out here, there's newer things going on that they don't need to worry about stuff that they already built, when that's a shame and it's sad because the shit is still working, man. So that's my argument right there for the day in rant. HP Z600, don't run it on Windows 10. That's it. Windows 7, it worked fine, no problem. I want to revert back to that, but it ain't worth it because of the newer programs that I got. I'm running all the latest DAW stations and beat production programs, and it is what it is, man. Holla at your boy, Sagwan.